shoulder pads.
Shoulder pads make me so wet.
This interview is like...
I know. I really feel like we have to call HR. I'm not even horny is the thing.
HR, please come crash this mandatory meeting. Hello, I'm Joey Nolfi with Entertainment Weekly in the boardroom with the cast of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 16, and it's an all-hands team touch base when it comes to my next guest. So get your presentation slides ready and make sure your full staff is hard at work because we're diving right in with Amanda Tori Meating.
Baby, are you ready for the meeting?
I am so ready for the meeting. Like, what's on the meeting docket for today? Do you have the agenda ready, the PowerPoint? What's going on?
Honestly, no. I've prepared nothing for today. I was just gonna wing it. I was thinking maybe we could get some new toilet paper for the bathrooms. I felt like it was one ply. Eek.
That's the only thing on the business meeting.
Just better toilet paper, mama.
Okay, we're done, Amanda. So nice to meet you.
Thank you so
we're
much.
Done.
That's a wrap, team.
No, we do have, I have to say, this look, I'm loving this look today. I mean, come on, like, for realness.
For realness.
I love it. I really am obsessed.
When you rack up a couple ex-husbands, you rack up a couple furs.
This is like in the morning on the way to the deli in Brooklyn. Like, just to grab a quick coffee.
I just gotta get my iced coffee. Oat milk and a straw.
Yes, very that. Now, we do have orders of business to get to. So where are your corporate headquarters? Because I feel like I've seen you like performing in New York, performing in LA. So like, where are you based?
Mama, she's bisexual and she's bi-coastal, okay? I'm everywhere. I literally have just moved to New York. I was living out here in LA for a couple years and I felt like I wanted to switch it up. Okay. And then Drag Race called.
Yes.
So I said, I'm really switching it up today.
Yes, and even more chaos. No, wait, are you really, if you're comfortable, are you really bisexual? Is that real?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you were
I'm not You know what I mean?
I thought you were just like dropping that as like a hint, like pick up follow-up question in this interview.
Just felt like punchy and jokey.
Okay. All right. Okay. No, I was going to say, I was like, that led me down like a Maddie Morphosis situation. Do we have a whole new line of questioning here?
No. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not like against.
You do not have to explain yourself for making a joke.
I'm really feeling like I have to.
No. No, I will say I was deeply entertained by all of the things I looked into while researching you, including you were in a touring production of Kinky Boots.
I was.
Love that. Tell me a little bit about that.
It was crazy, girl. We went over to Asia. We were in China, Singapore. It was honestly insane to be able to bring the magic of drag like to a different audience who was like, we weren't really sure how they were going to receive it, and they lived. They lived for us, mama.
What character did you play?
I played Angel number 3.
The star of the show.
Honey.
Yes,
and
top line
and
billing.
Boots. And she was the one. She was the doll and the diva.
You made the most of that character, yes.
I sure did.
Yeah, I would expect nothing less.
Baby, yes. I was wiping this coochie all across the stage.
Well, because I mean, your talents did clearly. I mean, they landed you on national television on RuPaul's Drag Race. So, I mean, you're doing something right. Okay, so now I have to know. So you are like theater queen. Well, I don't know. I don't want to like put you into a box, but like,
I would call myself, like one time I had a teacher in college who called herself a reformed Catholic. I'm a reformed theater girl.
Reformed?
Yeah.
So you have exercised. You're
the
not,
demons.
Yes. So you're not Jan. You're not the BFA weaponizer of the season.
No, I'm more like the BFA dissector and put back together with hot glue in a different formation. So it more is like an AFB. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, I think I'm trying.
Absolutely. But is probably what that would stand for. You can't say that on TV, I guess.
I was going to ask what that was, but I am glad that I didn't have to because I knew you were going to say it.
Oh, jeez. I didn't hear no.
In all seriousness, though, I did see that you also do live vocals.
I do.
In your shows, and you've been on the theater stage. So how does that all translate into your live shows? Like, what do we get at an Amanda show?
At an Amanda show, you are going to get sickening vocals. You are gonna get a 5, 6, 7, 8. You are gonna get some tee-hees and some ha-has.
An AFB.
An AFB. You'll probably get a boner. I mean, maybe not you, but you will.
All bisexuals.
Okay, bisexuals do love me.
Yeah.
Like they want me in their community. You know what I'm saying? But you also might get robbed. Not by me, just like
people in the audience.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because they're just so they ran out of money to tip me, And so they're taking money from you to tip me because they see the gig, they see the numbers.
Are we trying to get people to come to your shows or to avoid your shows? I'm unclear. This is a performance in itself. I will say that I would pay money to see.
Oh my God.
I saw you performing a mix of, and I want to make sure I get this right, a mix of Oops, I Did It Again and Kesha's Below, which turns into a very moving portrait of bodily functions set to the bridesmaids' food poisoning scene.
Yes.
And it all ends with you doing a huge split and we'll say flatulating for several seconds while people literally just throw money at you.
It's compulsory. It really, like, if they run out, they just grab it from the person next to them. They can't help it.
So yeah, so it is, yes, it makes sense in the end. So where does your approach to the comedy in this art form come from? What inspires you to do something like that?
I basically just think, what would make my mother blush? And I go for that. And then she texts me when she sees the videos on Instagram. She goes, really, Amanda? She goes, this one again.
What was your audition tape like for this show? Because I imagine it was extremely wild. If you're doing that on stage.
My audition tape was unhinged, Joey.
What did you do? I have to know what you did.
I was roller skating. I was acting. I took a clip from a self-tape that I sent in for a movie, like in drag, and I just like clipped like 2 seconds of it in. I was like weeping. I'm like, don't shoot her! And I was like, listen, Meryl Streep, she's here.
Meryl Streep. This is Meryl Streep, actually.
Hello.
Yeah, inside.
Flaccid! Death becomes her.
Inside the actor's studio with Meryl Streep.
Okay.
It's going on right now.
Inside the boardroom with Amanda Tori Meating.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Now, in going through your profiles, the list of things that you've said that you do in your various Facebook posts, I love it. And again, I'm going to read because I don't want to miss anything. So it includes...
You can read that?
Scamming, squirting hot loads of death onto your enemies, putting fuzzy green arms up holes, and I also saw you doing a digital duet with Kelly Clarkson.
I did.
Oh, can you explain all of these things?
I wish I could, but I've signed so many contracts and NDAs. No, Kelly was doing her little karaoke search for, people to join her on her show. I was not chosen as one of those. I was chosen for this show instead, but they clipped me in with her. It was really cute.
So they actually did that. Like they put you.
It was like, no, it wasn't that deep. It was like a thing where you show up and you sing and then they send you the video in your email. And I said, thanks, mother.
You're supposed to lie and just be like, oh no, Kelly, yes, Kelly did.
Oh, no, mama. Kelly came out of her trailer and she said, that girl, she's the one.
Yes, there we have it. Not a lie at all.
I love lying.
Me too. I love lying. Now, I also did find an old ad for a performance at Capilano University, and your self-written description said you were the winner of the 2008 Franklin Montessori hot dog eating contest. Is that real or is that a lie?
It's actually a lie. It really is. I'm so sorry. I wanted to tell you it was real, but I looked into your eyes and I just saw the truth behind you and I wanted to match you on that level. Okay, all right, because we did have a pack of hot dogs off to the side that we were gonna ask you to just eat. And I'm a vegetarian, so I would have said that's very insensitive of you. Okay, it would, turning it back on me. Oh my gosh, okay. Well, I'll never expose another one of your lies again. Please, Joey, I would appreciate it. There's also a photo of you that I saw. I really love it. So it's just a very beautiful portrait. You look like a space lady or like Barbarella maybe, but you're holding a giant pink dildo gun. That's the only way that I can think to describe it. So can you explain the idea for that and how it was made? And is it like a real prop that you actually use or was it just for the shoot? It was my personal dildo. Okay. Really? Well, it became my personal dildo after the photo shoot, but like I didn't want to bring it there having been used. So it was fresh that day, you know what I'm saying? And I super glued it to the gun. Okay. What was the other question? I just wanted to know if it was like if you just did it for the shoot or like you actually use that in shows and if it like works. Is that a fair question? No, because baby, it fell off that day. The hot glue wasn't enough. So I would love to, and I would love for it to be fully functional, but baby. It was just for the art. It was for the art. I do it for the art. I'll do anything for the art, mama. I do get the sense that you have like a very distinct style when it comes to outfits and also your makeup. I've seen it's really great. Nobody is painting really like you are painting on the season especially. So where did you hone your approach to
style and makeup? Like, what speaks to you before you have to put it into a drag look?
I'm just excited by like bright colors, bold patterns. I'm excited by like, I love a little like 80s reference or vibe, like anything that sort of calls back to that style. I love spacey things. I also love executorial things. Mama, a blazer that's where I'm home. Put me in a blazer and I'll put you, I'm not gonna finish that.
With what is it? A shoulder pad blazer? I love a shoulder pad blazer.
Shoulder pads make me so wet.
This interview is like.
I know. I really feel like we have to call HR. I'm not even horny. Is the thing.
HR, please come crash this mandatory meeting. Now, why do you think those sort of things that, like the 80s and all of the stuff that you just said, do you think that is something that spoke? Was there something that maybe like happened when you were younger, or things that you were into when you were younger that sort of informed why that's appealing to you now?
I guess it sort of is like a lot of like the music that my mom would play like on Saturday mornings when we clean the house. It just sort of like became like ingrained in me, and I was like, oh, well, now I need to be like the 80s, neon rock diva.
Yeah. So there are a few questions that I'm asking to everybody on this cast, getting some very interesting answers. So without spoiling too much, we know that the twists are coming on Drag Race, as they do every year. So what can you tease about maybe the level of gaggery and twistery that's coming up? And also, how do you think season 16 steps it up from what we've seen in past seasons of Drag Race?
I think season 16 is giving fairy tale land. It's giving Nightmare Alley. And like when you see it, it actually is gonna make sense. Okay. That's the crazy thing.
Nightmare Alley.
It's goopery, it's gaggery. It's like, there was a lot of conflama and a lot of moments where like me and the girls were like, wait, what?
Okay, always a good reaction.
Yeah, and we sort of just were like, wait a second, so now we have to put this in. Okay, yes, RuPaul, great.
It's just like smiling, but like dying on the inside. Like, okay, yeah.
No, I mean, it was like so much fun, but we were very confused a lot of times when we were, because there's just so much that we did that has never been done before.
Oh,
it's really like, they're shaking it up, mama.
Good, I'd be very excited to see that. So who do you think this year needs the Mistress Isabel Brooks drag delusion vaccine? If you had to give it to a few of your castmates, who would it be?
Honey, I would give it to all of them, but definitely Plasma, Delulu, honey.
Theater queens usually are.
Yes. And I see it, and I recognize it.
That's why you're a reformed theater.
Okay, listen. Yes. Honey, it could never be me, even though it used to be. She's Delulu. Dawn is crazy too.
I've heard that Dawn is evil. That's what I'm being told.
Dawn is actually the worst person I've ever met. She's so nasty. She kind of bullied me on the season. That didn't actually happen. So.
There's so many lies in this interview.
I know.
I did condone it. I did condone the lying earlier, so we now do not know what is true.
Well, I mean, if that did happen, it would be in violation of the spoiler rule.
Very true.
She might have bullied somebody though.
Okay. I'll take that. If there was like a mood word that you could use to describe something that you are either excited about or nervous about for fans to see with regards to your appearance on the show.
I'm excited for them to see everything I did, to be honest. I've had a lot of fun out there.
Yeah.
I really gave it my all.
All right, well, that brings to a close our mandatory meeting with a mandatory meeting. Thank you so much for being here. This was really a lot of fun to talk with you. I am so excited to see what you do. You crack me up so much. I really enjoyed doing all the research on you. So I can't wait to see what you do on the season, and stay tuned for more with the cast of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 16.
Period.